Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my 30-second DVD and Blu-ray update. So let's begin. For DVDs, I got Throne of Blood, the Akira Kurosawa Criterion Collection movie, which is a Japanese adaptation of Macbeth, which follows a lord who finds out from his wife through a prediction that he would one day become an emperor. So, with treachery, he would do whatever he can to achieve that sort of status. Now, I just got this yesterday at the flea market when I specially ordered this, so I haven't seen it yet. I just heard a lot of great stuff from reviews, and I like a lot of the special features that it comes with it, so hopefully I'll enjoy it. And another Kurosawa film that I just got yesterday is Hidden Fortress, the Criterion Collection, which follows a remarkably similar story to the first Star Wars movie, not The Phantom Menace, but A New Hope, just to be clear, which follows two peasants who need to help out a princess and a general to fight off against an opposing tribe that's been causing trouble on the land, so that in return the peasants would be handsomely rewarded. Now, compared to the price that I had to pay for Throne of Blood, this was really dirt cheap. In fact, I got it from a guy who didn't know the value of these kinds of movies, and he sold it to me for $2. And that's pretty good considering this has no special features. And a lot of these kind of movies is what influenced or inspired the Star Wars movies, like Kurosawa films or even westerns like Rio Bravo and The Searchers, which comes to show that the Star Wars movies just aren't that original. Next one is the first season of Dark Angel, created by James Cameron and stars Jessica Alba as Maxine, a young adult who early in her childhood has escaped from a government facility where she was genetically engineered to be a weapon. Now she works at a mail postage place in a post-apocalyptic city where she tries to find out what she was meant to do and try and find all her other friends that escaped from the facility. Now, this is one of those TV shows that was cancelled that I thought was really great, and it only lasted for like 2 seasons, which is kind of disappointing. And this is also one of the few things that I would check out twice again that features Jessica Alba. So, that's basically all I got to say about this. Next one is DuckTales, the first volume. I enjoyed the hell out of watching this cartoon when I was younger. I mean, this used to play like 3 times a day on the Family Channel, but it doesn't anymore. And I just happened to pick this up at Walmart during a summer blowout for only $10. And this has plenty of my favorite episodes, such as when Scrooge McDuck buys this money repellent thing where it basically just makes his money disappear and goes to the Beagle Boys. And the Beagle Boys are my favorite kind of villains. And they're pretty funny, even though they're very dumb-witted, because they always wear the cell number tags on their clothes. Like, no matter which kind of disguise they got on, they're always wearing them. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the prison showers and they're still wearing them. So yeah, this is packed with a truckload of episodes that you'll definitely enjoy. So I would recommend you to go back and bask in this. Next one is Batman, the Animated Series Volume 4. Now, I still really enjoy this show, and this one was really pricey. I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you the price of this, but anyways, I like a lot of the episodes in there, even though a lot of the character designs in this has changed, like Scarecrow looks a bit more scarier, or not scarier, but more eerie. The Joker doesn't have the red lipstick and just has white dotted eyes, and the Riddler is wearing tights instead of just the suit and the hat, and he's not featured in any full episodes, which was a good thing. So yeah, my main complaint about it was that they screwed up on the animation for the characters because they don't look as good as the previous volumes, but at least they brought back the old Batman intro rather than the Batman and Robin one, because that one used archive footage from previous episodes, which I don't like to see in a lot of these TV shows. So anyway, the animation doesn't look as good as before, but the stories are a bit better than the other volumes. The next one is Bones, the first season. Now, I just got this today. I mean, just a couple minutes before I started this video. And I've watched a few episodes of it before I bought it. Like the one where Emily Deschanel had to go back to her old high school for this reunion just to find the murderer. And that guest starred Robert Englund as the school janitor. And he was undeniably creepy that you would suspect him to be the murderer. Well, so yeah, I really enjoy this show and can't wait to watch it on my TV screen whenever I feel like it. Now on to the Blu-rays. First one I got is The Artist, the new Blu-ray from a couple weeks ago, which I found it to be an outstanding film that goes back to being as a silent black and white sort of movie by how it was filmed. I would have liked it a bit more if it was released back in April instead of June, because the movie's been out for over a year now, and I didn't get why it had to be released so late. Anyway, I like a lot of the actors' performances, how it was filmed, the art direction, costumes, and especially the music score to it. They were all great, but I still prefer Hugo over The Artist because this is being in your face about trying to appreciate the silent filmmaking era, whereas Hugo, it's kind of a disguise of being a family movie, but turns out to be an appreciation for silent film director George Méliès, which they go really deep into it once they get to that moment. But anyway, I still really enjoyed this movie. I would recommend it for anyone who wants to appreciate the silent era, but if you really want to appreciate the black and white movies of those times, then watch Charlie Chaplin or films directed by F.W. Monroe, like Nosferatu or Sunrise. Hope I'm saying that name right. Next one is The Descendants, the Blu-ray combo pack, directed by Alexander Payne, who made Election and Sideways, two movies I really like. And George Clooney was amazing in this, along with the actress named Shailene Woodley, who was in the TV show The Secret Life of an American Teenager. Haven't seen the show, heard it was bad, and I just stayed away from it. But I really like her in The Descendants, and I got this at the Fuchsia Shop summer blowout sale for $15, so pretty cheap at my standards. Next one is Ransom, starring Mel Gibson as a rich Yelpie whose son has been kidnapped and being held for ransom by some criminals that he's never seen before. And so he does whatever in his power to try and get him back. Now, this is directed by Ron Howard, surprise maybe, and I thought this was a pretty good drama thriller rather than an action or revenge-driven sort of film. and this is the second film that collaborated Mel Gibson and Rene Russo back from when they were in Lethal Weapon 3, correct me if I'm wrong. And I just thought this was a really great movie and would recommend you to get it on Blu-ray. Mel Gibson Kyle. Mel Gibson. Last one is Babel with Brad Pitt and Cate Blanchett, although they hardly show the two main actors or main stars in the movie because it follows 4 different stories that relate to the accident of his wife being shot in Morocco, and I'm not going to get that deep into it. I'm just going to say it's a really good drama, though it dwelled into some of the other characters' story that didn't matter too long, so I would recommend it to you. But I have to tell you that this has hardly any special features, just a trailer and a few previews. That's it. So that's all for my update. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Utah Moses, signing out.